I got yet another regional bank that will give you a good amount of no-doc business funding. In this video, we're going to break down PNC Bank and show you how you can get some 0% interest business credit cards and a line of credit from them. So let's head over to my computer and break everything down. All right, so we're at my computer, and it's important for us to know the underwriting criteria and the data points. That's why I always start with that, because without that, everything I say after is just completely pointless. With that, we want to know that PNC is going to do a hard pull from your Experian FICO 9. Most banks still use FICO 8, but with PNC, they're going to use FICO 9. Now, I won't break down the difference between FICO 8 and FICO 9 in this particular video, but there are some differences that could help or hurt you. So you just want to make sure that you can check your FICO 9 score to be sure of what it is before you even start with this process. The next thing you're going to need is a 680 credit score. This is kind of standard across the board for business funding, whether it's a big bank, a regional bank, a credit union, different types of lines of credit, whatever it is, you're going to need at least a 680 credit score. And next, you want to make sure you have no collections, no late pays in the last 2 years, no charge-offs, no BKs. And on the late pays, preferably if you don't have any at all, that's even better. But if you do have some and they're at least 2 years old, that's okay. You'll be able to kind of run some of these funding plays. Specifically today, we're talking about PNC. You'll be good to go on this one. So PNC is a regional bank, which means they're only in a select amount of states. Now, they are one of the bigger regional banks, so they're in about 29 to 30 different states, as you guys see here. So most likely they're in your state, and you'll be able to run this funding play. This one is really big. You want to make sure your utilization is under 5%. Preferably if you can have it at 1%, that's even better. I know a lot of times people hear utilization under 30% or 20%, or if you've been researching business funding, you might hear 10%. But with how strict underwriting is right now, you want to be at 5% or lower. And make sure you keep watching this video until the end, because once we actually get to PNC's website, we're going to be breaking down some more data points that are specific to the funding options, and you don't want to miss that. So make sure you keep watching until the end so we can break that down too on the website. One thing you want to know too is PNC is very inquiry sensitive, so you can only have 2 in the last 90 days. If you're at 3, it's probably not going to work. If you got 2 in the last 30 days, it's probably not going to work. So again, they're really inquiry sensitive. I want you guys to know that. And also no more than 2 new accounts in the last 90 days. So these are the data points, and we're going to head over to PNC's website and start breaking down what we need to do with them to be able to get funding. All right, so we're on PNC's website, and with most of these big banks, regional banks, credit unions, you're going to need to establish a relationship with them. And how you do that is by opening a business bank account. All right. So I always tell people, try to get the business bank account with the least amount of fees or no fees at all. That's usually the best way to go. So with PNC, it's going to be the regular business checking account, and you'll go ahead and hit apply. So you can apply for the business bank account online, but you will have to go in branch to finish it up. So if you're a sole prop, LLC, partnership, C Corp, S Corp, whatever you got, you'll select that. You'll fill out the business bank account information online, and then you'll complete it and submit it in. And then they'll send you an email which will have a code in it. You'll call the branch in your area, give them that code, then they will set up an appointment for you to come in and meet with the branch manager. So once you do that, you want to make sure you bring in all your business docs. So that's going to be your EIN letter from the IRS. It's going to be your operating agreement, your articles of incorporation, all that stuff, so they can see that and verify the business and all that and get your account set up. So once we have our business bank account set up, now we're ready to go to actually apply for some funding. Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can apply for funding that same day as soon as you open the business bank account, or if you want to increase your approval odds even more, then you'll want to deposit at least $2,000 to $5,000 in that bank account and let it sit for 90 days. Now, this will increase your bank rating. All right, bank rating is very important to get high limits and get higher approvals. That's just a fact. If you understand banking, they borrow your money and lend it out to other people. That's just how it works. And so if you let that money sit without withdrawing it for 90 days, that shows them that you're kind of here to stay. You want to build a relationship with them. Also, you are giving them access to money so that they can lend to other people and build their portfolio with their different loans and stuff like that. So they love that. If you want to do that, great. If you got 90 days to wait and maximize those approvals, perfect. If not, you want to just run the funding play and get as much money as you can as soon as you can, then you can just, set the business bank account and just apply. So I just want to mention that really quick. But getting on to the business credit cards, they have two that I want to focus on. So the first one is going to be the PNC Visa Business Credit Card. And as you guys see here, this is what we want when we're looking at startup funding or working capital, whatever it is. You want to have 0% interest APR for as long as you possibly can. So with this particular card, as you guys see, it has balance transfers as well. And it's going to be for the first 13 billing cycles. All right, that's very, very important. We want this as long as we possibly can. Also, there's no annual fee as well. We love that too. All right. And then so the second one I'm going to recommend to you guys is the PNC Points Visa Business Credit Card. Now, it doesn't say it here, but at the making of this video, they do have a 0% interest APR offer for 9 months on this card as well. And then also there's no annual fee too. So both of these cards, you can't go wrong with either one. And PNC actually has a little hack where with one pull, you can actually apply for both of these cards. Okay, get both of them on the same day with one pull and one approval, or two approvals, I should say. So, and I've seen people get, 10 and 10, 8 and 8, 8 and 5, 10 and 5, 10 and 8. It can go a bunch of different ways, but you can just basically double up on two of these credit cards and get them the same day. So that's a very, very good hack. All right. So lastly is the small business lines of credit. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the unsecured line of credit that they have. So here's what you want to know about the line of credit. You can do it the same day, just like the business credit cards. Like I told you with the bank rating, if you want to increase the odds, then you'll do that. But if you don't, then we'll just go ahead and run it. But what you want to do with PNC, you want to ask for the maximum. Okay. Ask for 100,000. And then what they typically do is they counter with something else around 20 to 40. All right. And then you will actually accept that offer. So this is how this is going to go with PNC. And this is really any kind of bank on a line of credit. They're going to give you 10 to 15% of your stated business revenue. All right. And with PNC, it is stated business revenue. So do with that what you will, but that's how they determine what you're going to get. Now, what I will tell you is you can't go too crazy with the income. Don't say you're making $500,000 and you're not making anything, because the more you say on your business revenue, the more likely it is that they'll ask for docs. So for the most part, this is no docs. All right. Now, we'll tell you sometimes they ask for docs. I'm just going to be upfront. A lot of times you watch videos and people saying no docs this, no docs that. Like, it is possible that you will get asked for docs. All right. But the lower the amount is that you ask for, the least likely that is to happen. All right. And really how you prevent that is making sure all your ducks are in a row. Make sure all your business docs are set. Make sure you got everything. Again, that stated business revenue is very important. Don't say nothing too crazy, and you will be able to go ahead and get this line of credit the same day as the business credit cards, no docs. We had a ton of people do it using that strategy that I just told you. So it definitely can be done. You got to make sure you do it correctly. So if you have any questions on PNC and you want to say I potentially maybe could work for your particular situation, let me know in the comments how you like this bank. If you already have funding with them, or if you're looking into PNC, let me know in the comments. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can. And also go ahead and smash that like button and hit that bell for notifications, and subscribe to the channel as well. You're not going to want to miss upcoming content. We have a full startup funding masterclass that we're going to be putting on the channel, breaking down if you got good credit or bad credit. If you got bad credit, we're going to show you avenues to get it fixed. And if you got good credit, we're going to go right in and show you banks that you can go to and build a funding sequence with some of these banks and how you can go get funding. And also too, if you have a 680 credit score already, or you have a business that's making some money and you just don't have time to build all these strategies and try to do all these funding sequences yourself, you can book a strategy call with us in the link in the description. We'll sit down with you, analyze your situation, and see if it makes sense for us to partner together to work with you one-on-one and build you a custom funding strategy and do all of this for you. All right. So this is working one-on-one with us, and it is an investment because it is a fast track process. So do know that. But if you are kind of ready for that and you don't have time to kind of do all this on your own, or you just don't want to do it on your own, you're scared to mess up on your credit, go ahead and click that link in the description, and we'll go ahead and get on a call with you and see if it makes sense to work with you and build a funding strategy for you. All right. So I'm checking out of here, guys. Go ahead and click that video that you see on the screen if you want to watch more funding plays and just build your Rolodex up of funding sequences. Go ahead and click this video right here on the screen. It's from KeyBank. We show you how to get 50K plus in funding from them. So click that video and I'll see you in that one.